Hey guys, welcome back to another SvS video. So we got our butts handed to us this time by State 291. I have to thank them though for making this video super short because we surrendered quite early to prevent an even bigger loss. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. I'm just going to do most of the talking in this video in the beginning and then kind of just let you guys enjoy the video. You guys can scroll ahead to look at the battle reports. But basically, we went up against a very strong state. They were very well coordinated and they just pretty much leveled us completely, I would say. For the most part, we were able to hold the castle for about 33 minutes, but you know, most of that was before the enemy whale started to level up his gear, and you'll see that in the video as well. So we were able to hold it thanks to Khan and defend against some of the initial attacks, but then it was just too overwhelming. And then their whales just kept attacking us in the red zone basically. So we didn't have a nap agreement, so everything and anything goes, which I'm totally fine with. It was very challenging. Basically, we were playing against a stacked deck. It felt like we were playing with one hand tied behind our back, blindfolded. As you can see, we just have hardly any participants this SvS. I guess a lot of people were busy. We were missing some of our whales, but we tried. And, you know, in the end, we decided it's just a bit too much. It's too difficult, and we gave up. So, yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. You guys can go to the end after we gave up. You know, some of their whales paid me a bit of a visit and we had some fun. And here, looking at some reports of Pepino Farm attacking me. I mean, it was at a point where Berengina and Pepino Farm, both of their whales, just throwing away their troops, but it didn't really matter because they had plenty of them. So it was more of like a war of attrition. So here I'm looking at some reports of their whales trying to attack me. This is before the battle started, and they were just trying to reduce our numbers. Now here the battle starts, and Khan successfully manages to take the center. So now we're just checking the garrison. Held it for a few minutes now. And Pepino Farm, FRS, starts calling a rally on us. So basically this entire time, any one of us that tried to go in the red zone would just get automatically attacked, so we'd have to reinforce right away. But sometimes it didn't work out and they got blown away. And it was at a point where we couldn't even hold any of the turrets because they were just too strong, and we were getting hit by every single turret. It was almost impossible to just keep up with the healing without spending heals. You can see my infirmary is already at 52,000 and counting. So we were able to take the first rally and defend against Pepino Farm, which was awesome to see. I was kind of surprised, but you know, this is a good report. So at this point, FRS and UND do a double rally, starts marching towards us. I try to send some reinforcements to time it in between both of their marches. And we successfully defend against their first double rally, which is awesome. But we take a lot of damage. Yeah, so as you can see, my infirmary is already at 150,000. So you can see the report here, able to take defend. Shout out to invincible. So after their first double rally fails, they do it again. And all of this time we're still getting hit by the turrets, which is really painful. And their attack lands, we're able to hold it. So then they call their third double rally. This is when things get very interesting. So I'm healing, wasn't able to catch the moment, but their third double rally finally takes us over and do a lot of damage to us. So Khan calls for another rally, and while Khan is rallying the center, I decide to rally turret 1 because we really need a turret and to reset the turrets because we're just taking way too much damage. While we're rallying the turret in the center, they're just trying to clear out our members basically, and you're gonna see a lot of flying marches. And it's kind of tough to defend in those situations, especially if the other player is using gems or speed ups. So my rally fails against turret 1. I'm not even able to take it over. It's pretty close, but you know, we still lose. And now we have a double rally going towards the center. So my first attack is able to weaken him, and then Khan's able to take over here. So at this point we're at 30 minutes. And here, you know, I'm trying to reinforce our members so they don't get completely wiped out. We're able to defend decently well. And Khan has a rally going towards the center. Here, they're able to take it over. So this one really shocked me because, you know, the initial reports wasn't as bad, so I was really curious. And as I scroll down, I see that he decides to level up his gear mid-battle. And that's when I was like, okay, this is probably gonna be nearly impossible to win now. And now UND is rallying me. And then Sushi is able to take me out right here. You know, it was not even close. We lost a lot on this one for sure. And so one of the things I could have done was just canceled my current rally, and then I would have my strongest heroes defending the castle. But you know, I think it was more important that we try to take the castle, and I would just try to take this hit. So I get sent flying, and then I have to teleport back basically. As soon as I teleport back, Sushi sends me a couple of hits. He's just saying hi, I guess. Sends me 2 hits. And I'm able to win. He takes 120,000 troop loss, basically. So we're trying to set up another double rally for the center. And my infirmary is pretty much full at this point, and I'm just losing a lot of troops now. So basically their whales are just trying to rally our members to see who's actually being reinforced, and if they're not, they would just send an attack. So we have our double rally going, but I think this one fails. Yep. So we're unable to take over the center at this point, and this is when I realized it's just going to be not winnable. Came to the point where it was even hard to fill up the rallies, so this made a huge difference. So here I take a rally from Baron Gina, and I'm able to survive this one, thanks to Khan's help, basically. And then Khan calls for another rally. So we have a couple of rallies going to me, some of our other players, and then Khan's rallying the center. But here we're saying that we should just try one last time, and if it doesn't work, we should just give up. And here we see Sushi's rally going to attack me. And we're able to defend it, thankfully. So Hades tries to rally Pepino Farm, but of course it's a bit too hard, and he loses this rally. And then Khan sends a message saying, you know what, we're gonna call it a day. And as soon as I teleport back, lo and behold, there are whales right there next to us. Trying to burn some of our members, but thankfully most of our active ones shielded, so that was nice. So a couple of them send attacks to me. I take the 2 attacks. I was thinking about shielding before it, but you know what, I shielded after. Decided to take those 2 hits. See the reports here. Now I'm pretty much just trying to defend who I can and, you know, make them take some losses. And then in retaliation, I said, alright, screw it, let me just take my shield off and I'll attack this guy from FRS. You gotta defend your members when you can, basically. And as soon as I come back, I tell my members to reinforce me because I suspect they're gonna come back for me. So here I'm just looking at some of the reports again. You guys can, pause or freeze it if you want to look at the details. And as I'm looking at the reports, my screen starts flashing red, and I just knew it that they would come for me. So FRS paid me another visit, sent me a couple of meteors. Luckily I was able to defend against all of them since they're all solo attacks. So then they called a double rally on me, which I initially thought about taking head on, but then, I decided didn't want my members to suffer any more loss, and I TP'd out. And then one of their other whales, Alejo, teleports to my spot. So after the whales leave, I decide to attack these two players. And then my members were saying they want to attack this Japanese player, but they're a bit scared too, so I said, okay, I'll do it. And I send a train on him. And then this player suffers a pretty heavy loss. So that's all for this SVS. We held the castle for a little over 33 minutes, and it was definitely one of the hardest, or probably the hardest battle we've had to fight. I wish we could have put up an even bigger challenge, but you know what can you do? And if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see and how I should format these SVS videos. I feel like it's pretty chaotic and it's kind of hard to edit all of this. Once again, thank you. Like, subscribe, comment below. 291, if we ever meet again, hopefully we'll be able to put up a bigger challenge, and I'll see you guys in the next video.